Right, what's up, guys? Today is going to be an interesting one. It's going to be my 30-0 custom tactics. I didn't get it on this account, like not with this team on my own personal account. I get it on obviously other accounts that I play on. But I've had a lot of you guys asking me for obviously I do coaching as well, so I've had a lot of you guys asking me what my tactics are, what instructions I'm using, all that kind of good stuff. So I'm basically just going to walk you through what I am using. Obviously, it's not with these players, but these are the tactics, instructions, and that kind of thing that I'm using. So first off, we'll go to the one that I start in, not this one. So at the moment, I played 4-2-3-1 when I got the 30. I was doing sixth width, which I kind of just think is kind of the basic kind of thing that you don't want it much wider than that because they're too far away from each other, and if it's any closer, I kind of feel like your players end up standing on top of each other sometimes. Three depth, it's not that high. It's quite defensive, but on this game, as everyone knows, you've kind of got to do that. On my defensive style's balanced. I don't do drop back. I don't think that helps at all. Actually, I think it more hinders how I play personally. It kind of they end up just sitting back and they don't really try and make a tackle, and you're kind of just a bit screwed. So on offensive, again balanced, same width, and then I go 5 players in the box. So as you see, it's enough for your striker, your cam, to get into the box. One of your centre mids and your 2 wide cams, as you can see on the screen, kind of they come into the back post areas, which is good for the cutbacks and the RBA passes across the box. So yeah, that's how I'd lay out this team. But yeah, so on my striker, I don't change anything apart from put him on stay forward instead of balanced. The cam I put on stay forward instead of balanced, and then on the support and crosses I put them on get into the box. Just because I find for the cutbacks it kind of makes them use the space a bit more. And then for the wide cams, I don't put get forward on these. I just use that keep that on basic. But I do put the get into the box or the cross. So CDMs is kind of the basic one, I guess. I have the defensive behaviour on cut passing lanes. I just feel like interceptions are really important this year. I have them on stay back while attacking, not the other. What's the other one? Jump between defenders. I just don't think that helps. I think it's just too much, and your centre backs go too wide, and it's just a bit of a mess. So yeah, and then I have cover centre on both as well. And then apart from that, really, it's just you have your wide backs on stay back while attacking. So this is kind of the standard that I'd run as well. This is kind of the standard what I'm running at the moment. Another formation which is they're very similar. I think they might be the same really. Yeah, apart from one extra width on the attack, is my other formation where if I'm struggling in the game, maybe I'll just try and switch it up. It's 4-4-2. For some reason, all the players have moved around, but yeah. So yeah, the same thing. Balanced, 6 width, 3 depth, balanced, 7 width, 6 players in the box. So again, it just in 4-4-2, I just feel like obviously it's a bit more defensive. Well, not defensive, but the way the team's kind of set out, your wide players stay wider. So I put it up an extra one, so hopefully those wide players kind of get in the box more, and that centre mid kind of supports too. And then corners and free kicks still on 2. And then tactics wise, I literally put both my strikers just on stay forward. I don't put any of them on getting behind because I feel like your players run away too much and you don't really get any build up play really going. The left mid, I keep the defensive support the same. I don't change it. I put chance creation on cut inside just because I feel like if you cut inside, hit it near post or across the goal is the best way to go about it. Getting behind I do put getting behind the wide players just so then they get in behind the fullbacks, just so obviously the passes across goal really is the best way to do it, and then get into the box on the crossing run, and I do that for both of my wingers, just because I feel like it helps with chance creation. And then centre mids, stay back while attacking again, and then that's it. I think that's it. I just switch them to stay back while attacking. I don't change anything else. And then this is the same again. Just stay back while attacking on both of your fullbacks. Right. So if I'm trying to hold out a game, this is what I'll go for. I'll go drop back. I won't change the depth or the width just because I feel like that's where I'm comfortable at in 4-2-3-1. I stay 4-2-3-1. So yeah, these are the same pretty much. So drop back. I switched to drop back obviously instead of balance, just because obviously you're just trying to hold a lead. Really, you're not. I'm not trying to be too aggressive and press. 6 width, 3 depth. Offensive style, I use possession. Oh, sorry. Offensive style, I use possession just because I feel like it helps more when you're trying to hold the ball. Um, Obviously, your players show to the ball more and they don't run away as much, and it just makes it generally easier to hold the ball. Obviously, players in the box, I put it down to 3 just because I don't want my centre midfielders pushing into the box at all, or really my wide people. I kind of want them staying back and offering the ball, and then corners and free kicks, I make sure it's on 1 just so they're not, just so I can't get countered off of stupid opportunities really. So yeah, 4-2-3-1, same setup. I'll put my striker and come back on defence just to get them back really. It's just, and they'll offer a passes kind of support, and it kind of gets them nearer to the cam. My cam, literally, I don't change anything. I just leave them the same, and then the 2 wide cams I put and come back on defence, just to kind of act as like second wing backs really. The 2 CDMs stay back while attacking, cover centre, the same as before, and the fullbacks on stay back while attacking, yeah, on both. So that one isn't too much of a change up. The next one is where it kind of gets a bit weird, but it's what I find helps. So my all-out attack tactic, the one where if I'm really struggling, I'm like 2 or 3 goals down, this is kind of what I'll do. It's just a bit manic really. There's not a lot of thought to it. So constant pressure. I'll just put the width really high. Actually, I don't usually have it that high. I'll put it 1 down. Put the width really high. Obviously, you're playing 3-4-2-1, so there's 2 wingers. Like there's a left forward and there's a left mid. So you kind of want that width, and they'll play on their little 1-2s and things like that. The depth, obviously, you want really high because you're going to be pressuring the ball. So you want to get at them really as quick as you can and win the ball as high up the pitch as possible. Long ball, I find is a good one when I'm trying to counter because genuinely you have a lot of players up the pitch, so they'll make those kind of runs where you can almost play just a crossfield goal, like a crossfield pass, straight into one of your forwards. The width, I'll put on about 6th. So again, just kind of, I'll probably put that one up. I haven't changed these in a while. And then players in the box, obviously, pretty much maximum. I don't want everyone committing in because then you've got no one creating chances, but I want a lot of players in the box to try and score those goals. Corners and free kicks, I'll commit a lot of people forward as well. Just because you're trying to get goals from anywhere you can. So yeah, these are the instructions really. It's probably quite predictable really. Getting behind, just because it's a solo striker, so I feel like getting behind with the 2 wingers on each side is actually worth it. Because they'll be wide with him and they'll be able to support anyway. So getting behind, stay forward. Both of the left forward, right forward, and stay forward. Left mid, right mid, and stay forward. I don't change anything else. And then both centre mids, I just keep them on balance on attacking support, and I put both of them on getting to the box across, just to get forward. And then they're the 3 centre backs really. So yeah, that's what I was using this weekend for a 30. I'm hoping it can help you guys, and hopefully just let me know if you guys use the tactics, and hopefully they'll help you guys out. But for now, that's me done. If you enjoyed the video, just leave a comment, hopefully subscribe, like the video. Any support on the videos is really appreciated. But that's me done for now, guys, so I'll see you guys later on.